Live from Vic's basement, it is time for EP Live. Hello, my friends. I think I spat all over myself. Good to see you this afternoon. We have a very fun hour or so, probably a couple hours, of playing some Polymega. I've got my Polymega controller right here. I don't want to lift the machine up. It's sitting right here. But I've got some classic PlayStation games. I've got Einhander ready to go. Sorry for the reflections. This is actually the Japanese version of the game. I didn't even know I had this. I do remember playing this ages ago. I have some Wild 9. We're going to play a little Wild 9. And we're going to play a little Road Rash 3D. I haven't touched a lot of these games in so long. And Destruction Derby 2. I played a little of Destruction Derby 1 when I was putting together my thoughts on the last video on my thoughts on the Polymega. And I freaking loved playing Destruction Derby 1, which was from the era of Psygnosis when they were just killing it. Psygnosis was, for the PlayStation, almost what Rare was for the Nintendo 64, in my opinion. First of all, before I go live on audio, actually, I can go live. Let's go into picture-in-picture. Let's do it. I'm going to put the audio of the game on, so we're picture-in-picture. This is Einhander. We're going to start off with that, but you guys let me know how the audio is. I think I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. I'm maxed on my audio, so I can't boost my audio from here. So hopefully the mix is okay. I've got Chris Walker. Hey, everybody. Tyler Fisher. Music sounds like some Dirt menu tunes. Awesome. That's the load-in music. It's called Nimbus. I found it on YouTube. It's part of their audio suite. I like it. It's soothing. It's not too crazy. Robert Turner is here in the house. Mondo Blasto was inspired to call my VIP organization GTO Play Forever, just in case Vic ever wanted to play that and use Elect Playground. That's awesome, Mondo Blasto. That's fantastic. Let's see. We got the. It is my morning. Tyler Fisher is saying. I guess he's up late at night sometimes. Chris Walker. I already said hello. How you doing? Hi there. Yes. Hello. What up, Vic? Here it comes from Vic's basement, hiding somewhere in the GVRD. It's Vic's basement. Oh man, this is bringing me back to seeing demos in my local video rental place. Okay, I don't know how many people are here, but thank you for joining. This is fantastic. It's good to see you. I know that there's a lot of curiosity for the Polymega, maybe not quite as much curiosity for this machine as the Xbox Series X and S or the PlayStation 5, which have been crashing pre-orders everywhere. But people have been waiting for this system for a long time. Okay, let's jump in. We're going to start and play some Einhander. It is a 3D shmup, a shoot 'em up, and it goes into all kinds of different angles and directions from Square Enix. Some funky electronic music. And do I still have Sega Worldwide Soccer 97 for the Sega Saturn? You and Tommy reviewed it on one of the first episodes and both gave it 10s. Sam I Am 111, thanks for digging up that historical moment. I do have that. It's in my collection somewhere. I actually would want the Polymega over a PS5 or Xbox any day. That's from Char and Aznable. And I know that's the thing, right? A lot of people are anxious for this device. They've been waiting for it, and I feel very fortunate that I've been given one of these things to test out. So I think what I'm going to do is stream a little bit more. It kind of serves a couple purposes. We can sort of bury treasure together and play through some of these games. But then you can also see this hardware in action and how it handles the software. So one of the things that I was curious about, and this is part of the documentation, is that this is a game that's in Japanese. It's the Japanese version of the game. You can see in the text. I don't have the US version of this thing. I may have a US version of the game somewhere in the collection, but currently we are playing the Japanese game. And I wondered if it was going to play games from different territories. I mean, they say they will. There's no sort of geo-locking on any of this stuff. Polymega, for those that don't know, is an emulation box, but it plays out of the gate You can slip in PlayStation discs, Sega CD discs, Sega Saturn discs, Neo Geo CD discs, and TurboGrafx CD discs. I don't have any Neo Geo CD games or TurboGrafx CD games. I just didn't get those machines. I did have the Neo Geo CD. That's a long story. I don't know where it is, and I don't know where any of the games are. Somebody borrowed it from the EP years past, and it didn't come back. But anyways, I've got Sega CD, Saturn, and PlayStation games. Lots of PlayStation 1 games. And so I thought, let's dig into this. Luis Arias is here. Thanks, Japanese Saturn games are typically less expensive. Interesting to know. That's good. Okay. All right, let's play this. Let's get into it. It's been a long time, so don't judge, okay? Do you guys want me to go full screen, or are you okay with split screen here? All right, here we go. So in order to survive for a little while, I may have to pay attention. Traditionally, the Japanese games were, I think, set to be a little bit easier, but I may be eating my words. I can't remember how difficult this game was, but I do know that it was cool. It was kind of like a Blade Runner take on a shmup. There seems to be a little bit more of a adherence to, reality a little bit more. I'm not shooting against giant tentacle monster creatures right now yet, but that'll probably happen. One life only. There we go, Murdoch McCoy. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to read comments and play this. Split screen is fine. Split screen is cool. Robert Turner says, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous, right? This is why it's important to play the old stuff. Old stuff's still good. You can quote me on that. Old stuff's still good. There we go. Oh, I'm dead. That was awesome. Great run, Vic. Shall we try again? Okay. Oh, I get to start from there at least. Okay, that's cool. Oh! I didn't get it. I remember feeling like we had passed this era. Okay. Oh, cool. When this came out. Like I said in the Iron Man. I'm dead again. Oh boy, we're gonna be seeing a lot of this. I would have. Oh, I get 3 fighters. Okay. I was saying. I was more looking forward to 3D games where you could fly into and out of backgrounds and foregrounds. Spreader. Okay, let's do this. That's it. That's what we want. It's like a shotgun. Okay, cool. Oh, I have missiles now. Total Blade Runner, man. This is so cool. Or Ghost in the Shell, maybe. Oh! Oh, I don't know how I'm alive still. I'm dead now. On the part with the signs, shoot them all and you can get the best gun in the game. Okay, well, I get to try again, so let's do it. It's interesting that they jump from Japanese to English text in here, isn't it? Okay. So shoot all the signs, you get the best gun in the game. We got some ringers on the house right now. Oh, this is in the... I'll have to start again to shoot all the signs. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, let me know how the audio is, guys. I'm going to pretend that I died because I was talking to you guys. Is that good? Okay, here we go. I'm trying not to slouch. I'm trying to remember what my mom would say. Don't slouch. Wasp. Dead. Oh my goodness. Audio is cool. Thank you. Good. Sounds fine listening using my PS4 ear headphone thingy. Okay, cool. Watching us on the PS4 right now. What a world, right? Soon, PS5. If they made enough of it. Chances are no. They did not. Okay, I've got my missiles. Oh, I have a set amount of them. Okay, gotcha. This guy. Praying mantis boss type thing with the machine guns. Ooh, it's tricky. I want to use the analog stick, but I don't know if this was... Actually, I'll pause it. Can I pause it? Okay. I'm going to bounce to see if I can change this to the analog stick. Should I wait till I'm not in the boss? Yes, I will. I'll wait till I'm not in a boss. Okay. Because some of the games just do not work when you try to go to analog. Okay. Yeah! Nice! Eat it! Okay, let's pause. And let's go to controllers. So this is part of the front end of Polymega right there. You can turn your turbo on if you want. Rumble is on. I'm going to turn analog on, and let's see what happens here. You should play this game with a PS1 fight stick. Somebody was asking whether you could plug in PlayStation controllers, and there might be some adapters and things like that, but it's only got USB inputs right now. I'm going to put the save state right there, which is pretty cool, so I'll be saved right there. And Polymega does come with a bunch of games, actually. I can show you that in the front end once we're done playing some Einhander here. But let's see if... Ooh, no, it doesn't look like... No analog. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to... Just in case there's any issues, I'm going to go back to controllers, analog off. Okay. And then exit. Okay. Oh, of course I tried to control it with the analog controller. It's so hard, like when I was playing Mario, you just have to unlearn things, you know, and then relearn things. Controls are different for every game. Oh my god. Maybe you can plug in the PlayStation Classic controller. So yes, you can use the PlayStation Classic controller. That controller is terrible though. Oh my god. I tried playing with that. It's awful. Let's continue. Good thing about the mini console, the re-release, is that games that were overshadowed at the time were released on given another chance to find an audience. Absolutely, Abby Jameson. Was this game on that? Was Einhander on? Like I haven't really played around with the PlayStation Mini console. I have one. I just haven't really used it that much. I've never actually fired up the PlayStation Classic, Abby Jameson. You're just like me. I have it. I just really haven't used it. It's not anywhere near as good as the Genesis Mini, the Super Nintendo Mini, the TurboGrafx Mini, the NES Mini. Give me that. All right. Gorgeous game. Wow. I'm really rediscovering this fondness for retro polygon games. There's some gorgeous work, man. These folks were working so hard to bring us the details and the, I don't know, the polish that they got to with sprite-based games just prior to these types of games launching. Not all of them. This one. Yes, dead. Oh man, this is hard. Part of it is you're big. Raise your hand if Vic is your spirit animal. That's awesome. That's from Acnodsis. George J. How did Sony ever think it was a good idea to use the PAL ROMs? Yes, on the that was George J. I believe. Yeah, the PAL ROMs on the PlayStation Classic. Dead. How come I'm dead already? Wow. Not good at Einhander. Okay, let's try again. Let's do this. Andrew Lardy, I haven't set up a Patreon. I feel like... How come I'm dying so quickly? I'm terrible. I came onto the screen and I'm dead. I haven't set up a Patreon. I feel strange asking people to support another thing. What is happening? Do I have to fly over it? You can become an EPN member though if you'd like to, and I sure appreciate that. I think it's $5 a month or something, and we've got a bunch of them, and it's awesome. But even like I really don't. Part of the Patreon thing is I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about that in the content. I just want to make the content, you know? I'd like to have some sponsors. That would be pretty cool and sort of very much in line with the early days of the show. And I'd be fine with that. But I think you guys know. But listen, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sharing. I saw Reset Era had a new thread talking about EP and my work that just popped up. I just noticed that, which is cool. So, you know, I love that people are sharing it and people are finding it. And, you know, I've been doing this a long time. I'm an old dog with all this stuff for sure, but I think people dig, if they give EP a little bit of time, I think they dig. Not to die, guys. Yeah. Oops. All right. But it's going to start right from the beginning? Yes, okay. So how come I was dying right away when I would come on screen before? What was dead. So much more enjoyable with the analog controller, the analog thumbstick, than the D-pad. Okay. I'm ready. Let's do this. Oh, Tokyo 177. GameStop employees scalping the pre-orders. That sucks if that's true. hope people get fired if they're doing that kind of BS. A lot of bummed out, disappointed people, these pre-orders. Oh! Okay. Robert Turner is down for some Classic Gen live streams. I mean, like, why else do I have these games, right? Like, let's play some of these freaking things. I know it's 2020 and everybody wants to see the hot new, but I got a lot of great classic stuff. And I'm terrible at this game. Terrible! I guess I could have practiced before I went live with this, but what's the fun in that? Should we talk the Xbox and Sega rumors? What do you guys think? Xbox gonna buy Sega? Is that gonna happen? Wouldn't it be rad if they did, and then you could throw in Dreamcast and Sega CD and Saturn games into the Xbox Series X? I speculated on that ages ago. Vic, are you going to be getting a code for Star Wars Squadrons early? I shall be bugging the hell out of them very soon about that. I hope so. And the plan, I've tentatively reached out to Bear Safi. Haven't had him on the show for a bit, so we're thinking I'm terrible, guys. I apologize. I'll try to get by this boss. I really will try to see more of this game with you. But I'm hoping that I get the code and I'm able to connect with Bear and we could play some live Star Wars Squadrons together, which would be incredible. I can't freaking wait. It's Miles Morales, then Star Wars Squadrons, and then Cyberpunk 2077. I know I'm odd like that. I know everybody wants Cyberpunk before everything, but come on, Spidey and Star Wars like that? Give me a break. Can't wait for those games. I want to play more Avengers too, but I'm working on a review for NBA 2K21, and that game is so freaking huge. And there's a couple other things that are in the pipeline. I think this is why I'm streaming a little bit more too. Is I know you guys want my thoughts on stuff, but I can't play it, shoot it, edit it, post it quick enough. So I'll be streaming a little bit more over the next little while to kind of show off things that I'm digging into. And Polymega is one of them. I know that there's a lot of curiosity about this machine. This is fantastic. This is like a showcase game for this system. Not that the way I'm playing it, but you know what I'm saying. We live in a post by a 21st Century Fox. Anything, well, we live in a post Disney by a 21st Century Fox. Anything is possible. Sega doesn't really, that's from Zach Power. Sega doesn't really make great games that often anymore, so I doubt it. Last good Sonic game wasn't even made by Sega. That's by SMS 34. I think if Xbox were to be buying Sega, it is for a couple of reasons. One is to really get a genuine foothold in Japan, clearly. The second reason why Sega would want to sell is that they do have an incredible library of IP that new games could get made from, and those things cost a lot of money. And I think the third, which Microsoft kind of solves that issue. Where do I go so I don't die? Oh my god. And then the third thing is that, of course, Xbox could use... Oh my god, that feels... That made my stomach flip. I thought for sure I was going to get smashed. And then the third thing, of course, is Xbox could use some of those exclusive classic Sega IP as brand new Xbox exclusive games, which would be incredible. I mean, there is no reason why we don't have a dope as hell Panzer Dragoon Saga or something like that, you know, for next gen. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I have Panzer Dragoon Saga installed on this machine, by the way. Only the first disc. There's 4 discs for that game. Ah! Okay, I'm terrible. What? Blade Blur? This game costs $300? Why am I playing it? I should frame it. Is GameCube retro yet? Absolutely, Tokyo 177. I'm terrible at this game, by the way. I think I'm going to install this on the disc, though. I can see myself, or on the hard drive, I can see myself playing it a lot because I'm terrible at it. Yeah. Okay. The other big rumor that's out there right now is Metal Gear Solid 1 being remade exclusively for the PlayStation 1. Want that too. Or PlayStation 5. I have all the PlayStations in my brain right now. That would be incredible. And I surely want that. David Hayter made no mention of that, but he's very sly. I've had both David Hayter and Elias Tufexis on the show recently in Vic's Basement. Fun interviews, by the way, if you haven't checked those out. But they are both very good at, you know, staying true to their NDAs. But I couldn't see a Metal Gear 1 being remade without the original cast. And that'd be fantastic. Whoa! Oh my God! Oh! Ease up on me! I'm a friendly Canadian! Yes! Okay. I love this music. Oh my God. It's blasting in my ear. It's not at the civilized volume that I have for you guys. Did I kill it? I killed it! Yes! Oh my God, I got a super chat. Thank you. Hey Vic, been loving watching the streams and new EPN content. Keep it up. Much love from Maryland. Thank you so much, Turtle Fuzzle. That is an amazing screen name. It's not your real name, right? That's not your given name. If it is, I love it. It's awesome. Your parents are amazing. But that is an awesome handle. I love that, Turtle Fuzzle. Thank you. Abby Jameson, I was just checking. Price hunting eBay is a bit inflated because eBay. How much does this game go for? What is this? Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 were rated for PC. Is that seriously? Okay. So things are hotting up, as they say in the UK in 1995. MGS remakes don't need new audio. They just need better level design. That's an interesting analysis. More camera controls for sure, right? Matt Houston with the huge thumbs up. Thank you, brother. It's very kind. I can't look at the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. 166 American on Lucky Games. They are out of stock, though. Wow, Pleasure Cabbage. Yeah, I don't really, I don't really look at the prices on this, well, except when I want to buy something. I've been wanting to buy the PlayStation or Punisher on Sega Genesis forever, but like every time I look at the price for that sucker, it's like, what? I also want Rocket Knight for Genesis, but they're so expensive. I can't get over it. And I looked at some Neo Geo CD and TurboGrafx CD games because I wanted to try them out on this thing. Nope. No can do. Yikes. This is so cool. What an amazing game, man. And when this came out, there is no way in hell I would have thought how groundbreaking or innovative or, special. I mean, I would have appreciated it because it's got a polish, but a shoot 'em up, wherever this came out, 1997 or something like that, or 99. It was just not going to blow my mind, right? Like, the sequel to the PlayStation 1 was being bandied about, and 3D games were the thing, Full 3D exploration. And now, many years later, I come to recognize how incredibly important side-scrolling experiences can be, and how satisfying. I mean, it's not just today. Been like several years now, but it's interesting, right? And that's why it's so important to have access to this content and not charge 160 American for the disc. And honestly, I think that's the big question on everybody's mind is what is Polymega going to do for their store? Like, if Einhander is a game that you can buy, I think you can buy it for the, I think it was on the PlayStation Store, if I do recall. You could buy the PlayStation 1 version of the game. You guys know what I'm saying. The stuff needs to be available and not break the piggy bank. This is great. Wow! The music is amazing in this game. Dead. Dead! So dead! Having a lot of fun. You guys let me know when you want me to jump into another game, okay? Because I could just easily just keep playing this, but if you're getting bored, if you want to try to see something else, you let me know. Dead. Terrible. It's okay, Vic. We all got caught up in the 3D hype in the late 90s. Yeah, what's a YouTube? Absolutely, we all did. Dead. Timmy. It's only on the Japanese PlayStation Store, Ryzen says. Okay. Or Raisin. Talk live about garbage old games with Angry Video Game Nerd. I'm sure that guy gets so many requests to be on podcasts and things like that. I'd love to talk with him, though. That'd be cool. That was Tyler Fisher suggesting that. You guys can always shoot me tweets or hit the EPN community tab there and can you guys post stuff? Can you post without me posting something? I don't know if you can. Maybe I should post like a suggestion thing and pin it. Can I do that? I don't even know. But if you guys have ideas for people you want me to interview or have a podcast with or whatever to catch up with, feel free to let me know. And I had a live conversation with Sam the other day, and that basically opened the floodgates for... and it happened relatively quickly, and I want to be able to do that again, right? Like when news breaks, reach out to people that I know and have some discussions about stuff. But I also want to be able to do some live chats with folks, like Brian Burnell, if he's down for it, from Polymega, so you guys can, be in the chat, asking the questions, the hard questions. I'll compile a bunch of stuff. I know I've got a lot of questions for Brian, myself, but also from people that have been watching my Polymega content. But I want people to be able to ask live questions when they're here. So I'll give you guys lots of notice when I'm setting up stuff like that. This is a wonderful game, and if you want it, it's going to cost you $160. So you gotta want it really bad, and it's out of stock. What? It's like Nintendo saying you have until March to buy Super Mario 3D All-Star. That is just nonsense. I'm actually on CNN talking about that right now. Actually, it's if you go to the CNN page and look up Super Mario 3D All-Stars, they pinged me and asked for my comments about the game. But that's crazy. Why would they take a game that's essential like that away from people? Great CD music, yes. Oh, and by the way, this is streaming off the disc. It's not. I didn't install it, so you can play games right off of the disc like I am right now, or you can put it on the hard drive and never even have to find that disc again. Whoa, 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 whoa! So if you've got a really valuable game, when a lot of these games seem to be, you can just install it on your hard drive or your external source, your external memory, and that's plugged into your Polymega. Dead. I'm terrible at this game. Oh my god. And then you can keep your very valuable disc hidden away in a vault somewhere. Vic, Ben Hansen and the MinMax crew would be a cool crossover, or more from Easy Allies. I had Brandon Jones on not too long ago. We had a great hour and a bit combo. But I love those Easy Ally folks. They're great. Vic, play a Tallarico Studios game, Terminator, Earthworm Jim, or for the Sega CD. I actually don't have Terminator for the Sega CD. That's one I do want. But I do have a Tallarico Studios game. Do you guys want to play? Can I get Miyamoto on? Crisco. I think Nintendo would be open to, connecting me with, Miyamoto or Aonuma or, some of these guys, but it would be really hard to do it as a, definitely very hard to do it as a live thing. Because they're in Japan, so the hours are all just so whacked. So maybe, and nobody's traveling right now. I'd love to do that, like a nice sit-down convo. I've talked about this on previous vids, like Vic's Basements and live streams, but apologies if you've heard this before, but I'm hosting a thing called the External Development Summit, which is coming up next month, and they've been able to organize, and I've helped a little bit, some excellent keynote speakers. So I'm talking to the Bala brothers from VLAN Studios, the guys that are making the Mario Kart Live game. But the Bala brothers, and it's Karthik and I forget his brother's name. I'm sorry. But those guys started Vicarious Visions, and they have a massive history in the video game industry. And I'm going to be able to talk to them about their new game. Okay, so that's game over. I'm going to be able to talk to them, obviously, about Mario Kart Live, but also their classic stuff. And they're going to have great stories to tell. And it looks like that will also be a Vic's Basement episode, which is going to be rad. I'm also going to be interviewing Amy Hennig, who's at Skydance right now. So we'll have and I presume that will be something that we can work out to be a Vic's Basement as well, which will be awesome. And Vince Zampella is going to be another keynote interview that I'm going to be interviewing Vince from Respawn, and I've known Vince since he worked at I think it was Skies for Segasoft. It was the first time I met him ages ago. So we'll have an interesting conversation there. And then Craig Duncan, who runs Rare, is also going to be one of the folks. So so those are pretty big conversations. And I'm going to try to use at least some of that material as part of the Vic's Basement interview collection. So you'll be able to, watch the vids or listen to the audio podcast with those conversations, which I'm super psyched about. Okay. What do you guys want? Do you want Destruction Derby 2? Do you want Wild 9, starring a fusion of Tommy Tallarico and Dave Perry, crafted by the phenomenal Shiny Entertainment, or Road Rash 3D? I've got Apocalypse starring Bruce Willis for the PlayStation 1 had great Tallarico CD-era music. I dare you to play it. I played that on my last stream, and it was super fun. Somebody asked about the games that are included here. Okay, so I have installed a bunch of games. So I'll just go through it. So I have installed Apocalypse and Midway's Greatest Hits, because I'm a massive Robotron fan, if anybody doesn't know that about me. In the Hunt, which blew me away when I started playing that. Marvel vs. Capcom. Spider-Man, developed by Neversoft, and I just looked and I realized I don't have Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 1, so I have to track that down. But now that I've said that, it's probably $1,000 on eBay, so I don't think I'll ever be able to buy it. Tony Hawk 1 and Tony Hawk 2. Anybody that was around for my Neversoft stream on Polymega, and apologies to the Polymega folks, I was trying to install a PC copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and somebody did notice that the disc I was putting into the machine was not black, but it didn't have any branding on it that it was for the PC on it at all. It's just the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, so I kept putting it in and it wasn't working. And 40 Winks was pre-installed on this. There are a lot of, I think it's Pico? Yeah, Pico Interactive. Lots of, I guess Polymega did a deal with Pico Interactive. Now, Pico, I think, picked up a bunch of classic rights to games, and then they have re-released them here. So I did have another copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the PlayStation, and I did install that, and it runs great. But I'm not going to play Neversoft stuff today. So that's on the PlayStation side. I don't have any PAL stuff. Oh yeah, Viper. I checked this out. Who made this? This is Ocean Software. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like a Warhawk or something like that. I was pretty impressed with this game. It was pretty fun. Hey, Vic, just wanted to say I've been watching you since I was in first grade. Now I'm a senior in college. Oh, my God. That's crazy, because I'm exactly the same age that you were, that I can't keep up with the lies. That's amazing. Thank you for your long, long support. That's wonderful. There's some NES games, which are like NES games in quotations, because I sure don't remember any of these games. I think some of them are like new games. And then some are rescued games, not just because they have rescue in the title. And I haven't played every single one of these. I checked out a bunch. I checked out Tower of Turmoil, which is kind of like a Castlevania. Spider-Man 2 on PS1 is $45 American. Pleasure Cabbage is right there with the pricing and the quotes. I like that. I do want to play that because it's been forever since I have. I may have it on the Dreamcast or something. Did it come out on the Dreamcast? I might have it on another machine. But I definitely want to play that again. Super Nintendo, Gourmet Warriors. This is a weird fighting game. I love this setup. This front end is so cool. So you get... Look at these crazy characters. You get screenshots, you get a blurb, you get this cool, soothing, let's hang in the, on the Polymega for a while. Music, this sort of ambient thing. Yeah, it's a weird beat 'em up, and so you can play that if you want. You can rate it. All of it leading to oh, this is weird too. Iron Commando. So there's quite a few beat 'em ups that are built in right here. But it gives you a sense of how the hardware on this device will run Super Nintendo, NES. Let's go back. So there's a PAL version of another beat 'em up. I haven't checked this one out yet. You can see why I've said I've got to figure out a streaming solution, because there is no way I'm going to be able to create and edit a bunch of video content around all of this stuff happening at the same time. And honestly, the fall is just starting. So all of these amazing experiences are coming. I will put together as many reviews as I can, but I think it's going to be important for me to just connect with you guys and stream some stuff. And I did notice that there were a few freezes last time. How's the stream been running this time? Has it been all right? I'll wait while you guys answer. Here's some Super Famicom, so some Japanese games, including what was Top Gear Rally, some Kemco stuff. Video's been swell, Andrew Lardy. Fantastic. Stream has been super smooth today. Great. I didn't really change anything because I feel like it's been great, and then there's been like a freeze. And so I looked it up online. I haven't been able to figure out what I would adjust to fix that particular problem. But if it continues, I will work it out, because I don't think it's like changing my bit rate. If anything, it's the computer is crunching to, process all this stuff. Okay, so that's Super Famicom. Here's the Genesis. Battle Squadron, super fun shooter. And who made that? That is Enterprise Software. And I actually dug this Tin Head game from Microprose. So, like all of the stuff is included with the system. And Top Gear Rally 2, what is this? Hove? Oh, Move Over. Okay. And this one's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Chinese ancient warrior golden axe type thing. It's pretty cool. So you get a bunch of those, and then these are things that I've put on. So I put on Astel, beautiful sort of side-scrolling animation type beat 'em up. I should remove. I'll do that right now because I did remove it. I beat Iron Man XO Man of War. I've got a side-scrolling superhero review of that. I put on Knights. I haven't checked out Knights yet. Why don't we do a couple more PlayStation games, and then we'll fly around in Knights for a bit. And I've got the first disc of Panzer Dragoon Saga in there. Pretty rad, right? It's pretty cool. All of this is sitting here on the front end like that, and it's based on, and like I explained in my Polymega thoughts, why this machine speaks to me is that I have these games. I already own them, and I feel weird about downloading everything as if I have the right to do that. And I know that lots of people have abandoned all kinds of stuff out there, and I also know that things are incredibly expensive, but I have a big library of software. And so this machine, right when it was announced, was like, oh my God, I really want to be able to play all of these classic games that I've been hanging on to for 25. Why have I held on to them for so long? Except to be able to play something like this without having to, hook up all my old machines and try to rewire them and plug them through up converters and all that stuff. Okay, so, and there's also some TurboGrafx games. Shockman is very much like Mega Man, which is pretty fun. I checked out Moto Rotor on the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Did not like that game at all. Okay, so let's play. I'm going to eject Einhander, and we are going to throw in Wild 9. Okay, you guys? I held on to them to give them to Pleasure Cabbage. No, I did not. Oh, maybe I already did. I did eject it. Okay, so let's do Wild 9. Here's the disc for Wild 9. I should get Tommy to sign that next time I can see him. Oh, maybe I didn't eject it. Did I eject it? No. Gotta hold down the eject button. Is it in there? Let's see. Come on. Oh, I hope there's no issues with ejecting. Let's see. Let's go up to... It's in there. Okay. Eject. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. The eject button is a little finicky. This is prototype hardware. I don't think it's or beta hardware. I don't think it's the finished hardware, but it did eject. I had to go to the eject button in the software, which I'm not crazy about. The eject button on front should work. Let's see if I have that issue with Wild 9. Here we go. Are you going to be playing and reviewing the Mafia remake? I am, Crisco. Absolutely. Everyone but Speed Demon wants Wild 9. I'm going to play... Victory is as good at following the chat as ever, I see. I'm trying, Tyler. I noticed that, yeah, it's getting long. There's a lot of comments. Brandon Barber with my favorite comment, Victor doesn't age. Love you. That's awesome. Thank you. But apparently I do because somebody's been watching me since second grade, and they're in senior college now, so I've been doing this a while. Okay, Wild 9. Have not played this since the year it came out. I remember doing a really crazy segment in EP for this game. Tommy just threw himself around. Crazy stunt person. He just loved all of that stuff. It was so fun working with him on those things. Okay, let's jump in. Let's start a new game. Here we go. I love that the system stores copies of your games. It's great. Bubsy 3D or Wild 9. I don't think I really dug Bubsy 3D. I have a copy of that. Is there any of the old Capcom and Konami arcade beat-em-ups? Yeah, I didn't bring those. Because, I mean, this could be the rabbit hole, right? We could just go down forever and ever. I brought Wild 9, which is what we're checking out right now, made by Shiny Entertainment. I brought Road Rash 3D. I brought Destruction Derby 2 from Psygnosis, and we already checked out Einhander. So let's see what... Tommy Tellerico Studio.
Tommy Tellerico Studios.
That's so good. Okay. Have you kept in touch with any Boss Games devs? Very interesting. You guys know that we were partnered with them for a while, right? It was Boss Entertainment was a parent company of Electric Playground. We did a partnership deal in between season 2 and season 3 of the show, and I was working with them. And the guy that ran Boss Entertainment, which was not just games, they did visual effects for movies like Air Force One. Martin Ray was the guy's name. He did the deal with me. They were owned by Orca Bay Entertainment, which owned at the time the Canucks and the Seattle Supersonics. It was all surreal, but they really saw my vision for television programming combined with web content and web video, and so we did a deal, and they basically put us back in business better than ever and bigger than ever, and I got to know all the boss folks, and it was great. And Martin, honestly, the best boss I ever had. He was fantastic. That was the one time where I really did have a boss, and I learned a lot from him. He was an amazing dude to work with. He went on to become the president of the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, the people that put on DICE every year, and do a bunch of other things as well. Okay, so, oh, it's a scroller. That's right. You guys might remember some of this music from Electric Playground. Grab and hold enemies in the beam, then push the directional button. Oh, this is amazing. This is totally like I'm in an EP segment right now. Oh my God. This is great. I didn't read that. What do I do? Yeah, I remember just throwing Tommy around to this music like crazy. What am I pressing? Can someone tell me? I don't know. Torture your enemies. Okay. Is it? Oh, it's this. Okay. All right. Oh my God, I'm so dead. Okay, gotcha. Torture my enemies. Okay. All right, good. Grab them with the beam. Okay, collect energy orbs to build up your ring power meter. Collect 99 spinning to earn a game continue. Does it have anti-aliasing support? I'm dead. Sorry, guys. I'm dead. I'm still learning the game. Okay. Oh! Oh! This is crazy playing this again. Holy mackerel. Okay, okay, okay. Got some energy, alright. Some spinning nines. Oh, frack, stop shooting me. There we go. Wilden, not much into side-scrollers, so that's why I never heard of this until now. I recognize the music from EP, though. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, it was very cool that we did the deal with... I mean, that wasn't the reason why... I mean, I knew that he was a musician and stuff, but I didn't ever think of that until we were, like, well into development of the show, and then Tommy and I worked out a deal to put his music into the program, and it's so cool that we were able to do that because it really connected us to the video game community and the video game industry in a really cool way, right? In a really profound way. And honestly, some other cool things happened because of thinking like that too. We used to work with developers and publishers all the time on not just getting game assets that we would put into our segments, but sometimes when we were doing special effects, like for some of our Star Wars segments, they would actually give us some of their models, and we would send them to our art director, Tavis Dunn. And I'm talking, I didn't read that. What do I do? And we would use the 3D models that were in some of these games and some of our segments as effects. What do I do, guys? I feel like if I just jump off, I'm dead, right? Oh, wait, no, there's something down there. Okay, I'm alive.
It's all good.
I think that's Tommy. Yeah, I think he did all the voices. I gotta remember to jump over these things. Just jump, okay. I had Tommy sign on mine, okay. Sign on your copy of Wild 9? Or Earthworm Jim? Tommy's so freaking prolific too, you know, like it's always surprising how many projects he was working on. And that was him screaming. It's so surreal. Oh, hold on, I'm adjusting my microphones. It's so surreal hearing your friend. I mean, it's flooding memories back. It's crazy. But I know that scream. He screamed that scream a lot on our show. I think he screamed that scream quite a bit in this segment, as a matter of fact. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's mostly you press the X button at this point. Okay, that's tricky. Very Earthworm Jim. After connecting to the swing, hitting up or down on the direction buttons will shorten or lengthen the beam. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm getting this. This is very much like an Earthworm Jim kind of vibe. You know, taking the learnings that they had from the 2D sprite and sprite games and putting it into 3D polygons. Smart. And again, because they didn't go full 3D, it's aged quite well, right? I'll have to ask and check into the settings about any aliasing. I honestly don't know. I don't think, I'm going to pause it. I don't think I have any controls. I have the virtual display, so I can make it look like composite, which, no. Or I can make it look like RGB, no. I like it crisper like HDMI, right? And then settings, my video, reproduce, classic display, aspect ratio, maybe going to square pixels might make a difference. Display area. No, we're good. I think we're good, right? Let's do a save state. Boom. It's as simple as that. Oh. Oh, I can throw him into the how do I start that? Oh, the box. It's up there. Okay, cool. Ouch. I like this force powers. Okay, this is coming back to me. There you go. And then all right, cool. Yeah, it's a bit masochistic. Is that the right term? Okay. Basically teaching me the mechanics here. Adrian Leon, great review of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. The only big issue I found is the controls and camera in Super Mario 64. Thanks, brother. Thanks for your support, Adrian. Yeah, that's an amazing collection, right? Such a trip, in all senses of the word, to go back into... don't die. To go back in time like that and play those awesome games. Oh, come on. So that thing is in the way, okay. All right, here we go. Come on, get it. Is there nothing I can do? I'm dead. I'm floating around dead. Ouch. Tyfish says, new G4 needs new EP. That scream. It's Tommy doing Mike Patton. Impressive. Marco A. Oh, what happened there? I wasn't looking. Do I got to start again from the beginning? That's okay. We'll play this again, right? Flash Gordon, where do you put all your stuff? Every inch of your house looks like it's a collectible. Kind of is that. I'll tell you what happened is as we trim down more and more stuff that I used to have in an office in a studio, had to come home because we had less and less studio space. And so I don't really I don't have an office outside of the house. We just have places where we shoot. And so I used to have a pretty swank office filled with some cool collectibles, and then a swank home office filled. Now it's all at home. And ever since the pandemic happened, I had to take stuff out of the studio and some of the stuff from the VFS Cafe to get it set up in here so I could keep making content. So needless to say, yes, packed, crammed. Not ideal. But I can't really complain because it's a pandemic and people have way more pressure and awful things to deal with than I do. That's for damn sure. I'm very lucky. Oh, I didn't check with you guys. I mean, I guess you guys would have told me. Audio's okay? Need me to turn anything up or down, or are we okay? Box puzzle reminds me of the Breath of the Wild magnet mechanics. Yes, absolutely. They've been doing, like force powers in video games for a long time. Awesome trios of games. I also think Jumping Flash and Blasto, iconic PlayStation titles. That's from Hunter Tinsley. Okay. All right, here we go. Karm's outposts are equipped with energy barriers that prevent anything from passing from one section to the next. You are somehow immune to it. Must be the rig. Okay. I forget the lore, but I know I've got a really cool glove of some kind, right? Okay, here we go. Ah! Jump. And let's get you a nice seat right there. Oh, that's satisfying. Yes, okay. That was like back of the box right there. Probably answered this already, but just wondering how the Poly compares to the other HD converters. Also love the Mario All-Stars review, Vic. Oh, thank you, MM9991. I don't have any other ways to play the PlayStation 1 except for my PlayStation 3 and the Saturn and Sega CD. Sega CD, I honestly have a Sega CD, and I tried hooking it up to my Sega Genesis, and I don't know if I had the right power supply or not, but it wasn't working. And I could have figured that out. And I think I can hook up the Sega CD to the one that I own to the Mega SG, if I'm not mistaken. I also have the 32X, and I think I can do that as well, but I haven't really done that yet. So honestly, I was really looking forward to this to test out. So I don't know how this compares to other converters out there. I know that there are different ways, and you can upconvert. And there are other external boxes that you can plug in a composite signal in. You can also retrofit a PlayStation 1 with an HDMI output. There's a lot of different ways to do this. But I sure like the simplicity of this idea. And so far, it's been working pretty great, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not a... I don't compare it to the original source and do like the side-by-sides on a CRT display. I'm not Digital Foundry. I respect the hell out of those guys, and there's some other retro folks out there that do that as well. I love all of that content. It's awesome. It's great work. I like being able to make content and being able to play these games, and that's what Polymega really kind of and to use my collection that I've been packing around with me forever. Vic, do you save your console and peripheral boxes? Yes, I do. And my stuff's in pretty good shape. But I'm not... it's in pretty good shape. MDK, wild and crazy and difficult. Gamer Freak question. Hey, Vic. Were you able to get a PS5 or Xbox Series X pre-order? Thoughts on the pre-order mess that happened? Gamer Freak 84. I was able to get pre-orders for both of them. I'm really hoping that both Sony and Microsoft are able to get machines to EP, to me, before they come out. And if they do, then I likely will cancel the pre-orders, although sometimes I do like to have a couple of machines because we use them in different ways. Certainly that has been the case when we've had studio stuff. I'll have the new machines when they come, one way or the other. But I'm really hoping I get them early because I want to be able to build a bunch of content with them before the machines come out. But honestly, guys, it's such an insane year, and I know that the amount of consoles that they made is probably less than they've ever been able to do before because of this year. And I also know that there is a million different voices and creators and partnerships, and slightly different world than even the launch of the last machines. Okay, here we go. But yes, we are definitely stepping into the next gen together, and I'll be making lots of cool stuff with the new content, and I can't wait to play the new stuff. Miles Morales is my #1 most... God, not good at this game. It's hard for me to think and talk and play and be effective. I'm still trying to reconcile all that. Okay. Mad respect to the streamers out there who are just dope at games and just can yabber and keep talking and never die. Okay. Yeah, Miles Morales, the game I'm most excited for. In 2020, period. Cyberpunk is next month, right? If I'm not mistaken. So end of October-ish. I don't have my calendar in front of me. Get up. It's gonna be a busy few months. Get it. All right. Cool. You kind of have to like really attack in this game. You really have to be aggressive with your torture, as one would be. You just have to go for it. Okay, like I'm gonna throw you down there. You just gotta go. You just gotta do the damage. Okay, let's jump. Oh yes. Okay. Let's put you on the blades, because that's fun to do. There you go. Let's get over here. All right. Goodbye. Okay, and then jump up here. Okay. Cool. Get over there. Oh! Get up! Yes. Oh! Frackin' shot. There you go. Goodbye. If you were out of missiles... Oh, I have missiles? Just stand on the symbol and remember from the resistance will send out more missile ammo. Okay. I did not know I had missiles. How do I shoot? That's cool. Now I have missiles. So how do I shoot them? Okay, triangle button. Did I have missiles the whole time? Planning another stream on this. Would like to see how the games like Tekken 3, Fear Effect, Original Crash, and Original Spyro run on this. Okay. I looked at all of those games as I was picking these ones today. Oh. Oh. I don't have any missiles. I used them. Okay. So torture it is. There's a missile. Okay. All right, now I have 6 of them. Okay, cool. Give me some energy. Oh, yes. Alright, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no! There we go. Cool. Ouch, I think I got severely hurt there. Okay, give me that health. Thank you. Very good. I wonder if I'm the only person on YouTube playing Wild 9 right now. You think that's true? That would be surreal. Okay, here we go. This is pretty fun, man. I gotta say. All right, get over there. Jump. Oh. Oh. There we go. Feels good to grind them up after they've shot you for. Bring you a little surprise for you. Oh no, you've just been born. There you go. Can I get this? No? Okay. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, okay. Taz, I am. Yes. How would you feel if they came out with the Saturn Mini, like the NES Classic? I think it would be awesome. That's from Turtle Fuzzle. I would love that, man. And the Dreamcast Mini. Sega has got so much gold in their back catalog. It would be incredible to do that. Yeah, I love the mini consoles. I think they're fantastic. And honestly, like I'm bummed that I don't have any TurboGrafx CD games that I can throw into this machine, but the Turbo Mini is so packed with cool games. I feel like I got a good taste, you know? Like I'm not really like super hungry for more TurboGrafx stuff. I do want Snatcher. I don't have Snatcher on the Sega CD, and I've never played it. I do want to play that game in English, but that's probably, and Cabbage Pleasure will tell me, it's probably like $1,500 or something like that on eBay right now. Question, given that you're not Digital Foundry, I'd love to speak your thoughts on how the PS4 version compares to the next-gen version as a way to kick in the new gen. The PS4 version of what? Oh, of Miles Morales? Got you. Do you have any of the PS1 launch games in your collection on this console, like Raiden Project or Kalik, DNA Imperative, also Jumping Flash gameplay? I have a big chunk of the launch PlayStation 1 games, including Wipeout, with the giant boxes and all that, Warhawk. Yeah, I'll play some of those classic ones too. Let's see. Dr. Bone Jones, Art, Music, and Gaming. Vic, do you stream on Twitch? No, I stream here. I may stream on Twitch. I'm kind of figuring out how to stream better. And I know that Twitch is like a great home for that. But this has been our sort of digital video home on the internet, has really been here on YouTube. And I like that everything is collected and archived in one place. And I know I can export from Twitch. So nothing against it. May do it. But for right now, I'm kind of sticking to EP. And I did create an EP live YouTube channel. And the thought there was going to be that we were going to slowly transition to EP Live, but the pandemic has changed everything. So I would stream live stuff to EP Live. And I may, down the road, look into streaming to both at the same time. I know you can do that kind of thing as well. I'm still kind of finding my way through all of this. But for now, like the main content stuff that we make is right here on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Vic, it's so amazing that I've been following your projects for a quarter century. From J. Geck Amperplex. It's amazing for me too, and I sure as hell appreciate it, man. It's incredible that you guys have been able to give me a career like this for this long. And I thank my lucky stars every single day. It's a real honor to be able to, you know, create this material and do these interviews and review these games and now stream games from 25 years ago. What a world. Okay, get on there. Kaboosh! Okay, here we go. Uh-oh! That can't be good. Uh-oh! Now, what I would love to do is just like pop on another window and then have Tommy or Dave just pop up in the middle of this and they could give me tips. But I'm not that proficient yet. I honestly don't know how the heck I would add another video source and have it clean. I think I need another... I have gear. I just need to plug it in and test it all out. I need another... what is it? Game capture device or video capture device in there. Because I'm streaming on a Mac, which I know is not ideal. I'm using OBS on a Mac. It's not ideal, but I work on a Mac and I game on a PC. But I would probably need to plug in another video. Get off of there! Oh, I'm so done. I'm so dead. I'm totally trapped. Oh, I'm very dead. Okay, guys. I think we discovered a bug in this game. I am very dead. This thing is going crazy. Can you hear that? Oh, yeah. There we go. Whoa. Okay. All right. That is awesome. I'll play that some more for sure, but let's jump in and play a little Road Rash 3D, okay, you guys? Guess we gotta buy all 3 consoles, Switch, PS5, and Xbox XS. Come on, eject. Do I have to stop the disc before I can eject using the front eject button? Okay, that's 2 games that did not eject when I pressed that button. I don't dig that. I did just update the hardware. I did just put the latest hardware in there. I found a glitch, Chris Walker. Have I bought the TI 3080? No, I don't have a gaming PC. I have gaming PC laptops, and so if I wanted the 3080, I'd have to get the whole thing, which may happen, but I'm not going to rush into that just yet. I just updated the firmware on the Polymega, and maybe that's one of the bugs, is that because there's still, it's not like final release yet, it's still putting stuff together, but maybe one of the bugs is the eject button is a little wonky. And these are the release notes. I got the 7.27 release of the firmware on this. General locked highest default refresh rate to 60 Hertz. This was causing some problems for higher end equipment that was supporting anything higher than 60 Hertz. Added support for disk switching with patched games. Made several fixes to player numbers. Fixed many popular cartridge game patches, added popular pre-patched discs and cartridges to game database, added several missing Japanese PlayStation 1 games to the database. There you go. So that's a big part of the Polymega experience, obviously, is this front end with all the information on all of these games, which is pretty cool. Fixed Or no Shikabane wo Koote Yute. I don't know this game. Fixed Destruction Derby 2 and several other games that crash on load. Well, this is great. I did not know that was one of the things that they fixed, and we're going to throw that right now. We're going to throw in, or did I already throw in? I put in Road Rash. We'll finish up with Destruction Derby. Actually, I'm going to try to eject Road Rash and see if the eject button works. It is not working. Oh, did I stick anything in? I might not have stuck anything in. 1 second. No, I didn't. Okay. I'll throw in Destruction Derby. Let's see if this works. Dig in the menu on this, very clean. Here we go. I really like the front end on this as well. It's really cool. So these are all the games that I have played on this so far or came pre-installed on here. Okay, so now I've just thrown in Destruction Derby. This was just patched to work. So let's see. What's your fave racing game on the PS1 of the PS1 era? Crash Team Racing. Absolutely love that game. Also loved Rallycross, and I love MotoTune Grand Prix. I love Gran Turismo, although that kicked my butt. Love Driver. I love Destruction Derby. There were a ton of... Oh, Wipeout. It's Wipeout. Yeah, it's Wipeout, and then Crash Team Racing. A ton of excellent games. Vic, did you get to write your own parts for Mortal Kombat Legacy? No, I had a script. Thank you for bringing that up, J. Geck Amperflex. I had a script, but I got to kind of make it my own. And I worked with Kevin Tancherone, the director of that, and that was surreal. And I was so hyped that I'm in that same episode as Ed Boon. It's amazing. Can you still watch that on YouTube, or was that all taken off of YouTube? But yeah, it's incredible. What did I think of the France lawsuit against Nintendo? This is the anti-consumer lawsuit that France about forced obsolescence. Is that right? I've just read a headline on it. There's a lot going on right now. It's crazy. Okay, trying the eject button. Let's see. Before I've started the game, let's see if the eject button works. Nope. Do I hold it down for a little bit longer? Let's see. No. Cat Pat. Keep in mind it can play CDR backups. There you go. I think, Cat Pat, you do some video content around Polymega as well. Do you have one of these? And have you experienced any issues with the eject button on the front? Come on. Yeah, there's some good Einhander play at the beginning, James. I mean, I'm not good at Einhander, but you can see the game in action and listen to the gorgeous music. The eject button does not work right now. It did work. It's not working right now. I don't know why. Okay, let's check out Destruction Derby 2. We're just going to play. We're not going to install it to the hard drive. That Nintendo knowingly manufactured controllers with issues. Oh, so the Joy-Con drift. Yeah, the ramifications for that could be huge. Wow, yeah, that could be huge. Absolutely. Wow, Bruce, how do they even manage that? Don't know that. Plugged in my PS3 the other day, which hadn't been used in years. Couldn't get it to take a disc. Shined a flashlight in the drive and thought I could see a disc. Okay. Ejecting did nothing. Certain that I saw a disc in there. Now crammed in there. Oh my God, the kids threw in 3 discs in your PlayStation 3. Oh my God. Corey Nolan, I'm pretty sure I did not break it. I've handled this thing with kid gloves. I did just update the firmware though, so that may have done something to the eject button. Wild 9 probably killed the eject button. No, it wasn't working before. Maybe you have to repeatedly press it, like if you wanted the elevator to come faster. Or I could restart the machine, the whole thing, but I don't want to do that because the HDMI has to hook in with, you know, I don't want it to all kind of go crazy. Oddheader says, loves me. Love you too, Oddheader. Love you guys for watching. This is incredible. Love being able to stream games from an era where when I played them originally, I couldn't even imagine that one day I'd be able to play them live with you. And here we are. We're here. We're doing this. Victor, thank you for shouting me out. It means a lot. But no, not a beta tester, but I have it pre-ordered. I'm a big defender of the product. There's a subsect of the retro community that trashes it. I mean, I don't know if this is for the retro community. I think this might be for the people like myself that... I'm going to turn the music off. I don't think they have licensed music, but I'm going to turn that off just in case. No, that's the sound effects. I want the music off. Okay, I'm looking over there. I think this may be better suited for people that just have a big collection and that's just been sitting around and they don't want to deal with digging up all their old hardware and trying to figure out how to make it work on their new TVs. Dude, what software is that dashboard for the games? That is the Polymega. This is the Polymega. I don't have the console, and I can't lift it up because it's all plugged in, but it's the Polymega game system that plays... The core unit plays where it's disc-based, plays Sega CD, Saturn, PlayStation 1, TurboGrafx CD, and Neo Geo CD right out of the gate. And then you can stick modules on it that will play Genesis cartridges, Super Nintendo cartridges, NES cartridges. They're all individual, and what I will ask Brian when I have the guy that runs Polymega about on the show is why not just make a multi-cart interface so you can be one and done, so you can stick it on the top and then it'll play all of these different cartridges and all of these different CD-based systems out of one HDMI port without having to hook up anything. But pretty pretty damn cool. Did I get a PS5 Miroku Miryoku 7? I ordered one. I don't know if I'm getting one because this is a weird year, but we'll see. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. That's from Dusty. All right. Holy crap. That game brings me back. One of the first games I bought with my PlayStation from Kmart. Thanks for playing this, Vic. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Gamer Freak 84. So reach Division 2 to unlock. Okay. What do I want to play? I'm a rookie car. This is a CD audio player. Wrecking Racing. Let's go for it. Okay. And of course we will do... Was that a burp? What the... What is that? That was a very weird sound to have in my earbuds. I don't know if anybody else is listening to this on headphones. What happened there? Okay, Chalk Canyon. Let's go. It goes back? Oh, I see. Go. Okay. I got burped. How's the Stadia? How's the state of Stadia? Interesting you should ask that. I've been playing NBA 2K21 on it, and I'll talk about that in my review of the game. I would like to stream some Stadia and see how that works. Okay. Oh my god. What? Oh my... Oh, okay. He's using the analog control. Okay. This is madness. I am like legit in that car right there. That's clipping. Ouch! Let me out! Oh. Is it too loud? It's loud in my head, in my headset. This is like Austin Powers. Okay. I know I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Here we go. Get out of the... It's like driving on the 405 right here. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Lots of... ouch.
Hey, go easy on the
Pretty fast game, huh? Like the sense of speed is legit. Woo! It's loud. Okay, I'm going to turn it down. I have that ability here. I'll turn this down right there. Is that better? I am way behind everybody. I've been lapped. Okay. Youch. Whoa!
Hey, go easy on the paintwork.
This is pretty cool. This is all right. God, it's been years since I played this. Oh, this is this is a scene from the Blues Brothers right there. I love it. Okay, come on.
Your radiator's blowing.
Oh! My radiator is blown, so I am likely a dead car driving right now. Somebody's gonna take me out. This is pretty cool. Psygnosis was so important to the PlayStation 1, it's not even funny!
Hey, go easy on the
Whoa!
Hey, you're going the wrong way.
Those physics were not perfect. Okay, I'm dead. Am I dead? No. Race, now I'm dead. Okay. That's great. Normal Vancouver traffic right there. What's a YouTube? I am going to I'm going to jump into a full Destruction Derby. We got to see what that's all like. I was a Stadia founder. I used the Chromecast Ultra for streaming movies and the controller for playing games on Steam. Yep, that says it all, Marco A. Yeah, they need to do some stuff to make that much more exciting, don't they? So we are going to do a Destruction Derby. We're gonna do total destruction with nuclear bomb as your icon. Gonna have a rookie car, and we are gonna go. Okay, we need to get into different divisions. We're just gonna go Red Pike Arena, and let's go do this. All right. Just read an article that Xbox One sales are up 747%. People on Amazon were trying to pre-order a Series X and bought an Xbox One X. I got Andrew Spurrell got the Series X from the Microsoft store yesterday. I thought they were closed down, but I guess they still had stuff online. Okay. Yeah, I saw that on Amazon that the Xbox One X was... I would punch in Xbox Series X, and the Xbox One X would be the thing at the top of the frame. That naming convention is not going to do Xbox any favors, man. Ah! Oh my God, this is madness. I love it. This is incredible. Wow. You know what's cool? Like, I love Destruction Derby. Dead. I'm already dead. Race over. It is cool to like. I already played Destruction Derby 1. I think I've installed it on the hard drive, but that game freaking blew my mind in 1995 or whenever. It was like a launch title, and it just completely floored me. It was so huge and cool, and so fast and explosive, and 3D. I want to do that again. And it's so cool 25 years later to throw it on, hardware on your. I have an OLED 4K TV that I've been gaming on, and it's still impressive. It's still fun, and so your memory isn't serving you wrong. It's still cool, Yes, it's dated, but it was filled with carnage and triangles flying everywhere, and this is fun. It's just fun. Madness. It's just madness. I should stream Wrecking Racing, or Wreckin' Racing, which is kind of like the 2020 version of this. I've checked it out on the Xbox One X, but I haven't played enough of it to review it. Yeah, it's still fun. This is crazy fun. Okay. It's very loud, though, and I have no control over the audio, I think, on this thing. Okay. I'm gonna pop this out. We're gonna try the eject button right now. Let's see. I'm gonna exit the game. Boom. And we're going to try... No. Eject does not work on the Polymega anymore. Okay, so let's go up here. I love this. You can't see it, but on the like all of these in the little boxes showing off the game, how clean the game looks. It looks so fantastic. The artwork streak that they have up there. Yeah, this is the UI for the Polymega right here. That is cool. And I do think I have Destruction Derby 1 installed. No, I didn't, but I did play it. It was great. Okay, so let's eject it. I have to actually physically, or I have to use the software to eject. Oh, man. I'm going to try, after I'm done my stream, I'm going to try getting the eject button to work again. But that is distressing. Okay, let's play a little Road Rash 3D. From Electronic Arts. Anybody remember Road Rash? Another racing experience. Oh, and Stuntman was really cool too. Okay, I got a lot of comments on here. Do you guys want me to take a break here and just read some of these and do some chatting? Stream some Blast Corps. That's a Nintendo 64 game. I do have... Has it been re-released? Oh, it's on Rare Replay. I'm going to definitely stream some Xbox One X stuff soon. I do miss Destruction Derby. The commentator in the game always stayed in my memory for some reason. That's from me, Hrungrier. Okay. Nintendo Boy 17. Well, I got to get back to work. Play forever. Take it easy, Nintendo Boy 17. Thanks for being here. Dry Bones Jones. Vic, what do you think of Gran Turismo Sport? It's okay. It's okay. I think I've kind of shifted more into being a fan of Forza Horizon. Not even the Forza Motorsport stuff. Those are cool, and same with Gran Turismo. But I'm just not the big sim racing fan. I don't have the patience to do donuts because my engine is so powerful and I can't get my, the exact pressure on my trigger buttons so that I can stay on the racing line. I like racing games that are a little bit more forgiving and also adhere less to real world physics and more to insane video game fun. I mean, that's why I love Mario Kart and Wipeout and Crash Team Racing, and rally racing experiences. I like extreme sport, like extreme all-terrain type racing experience. Like one of my favorite classic racers is Wave Race 64. Let's see. I grew up watching you since high school. This is from Stoic HR. You haven't aged at all. That's very kind. Thank you, Stoic. I am in an itty bitty little window. I'm not super close up to the camera. See, look at how old my hands are. Super old hands. But that's very nice. Mr. M 9991 says, love the 90s burpage in Destruction Derby 2. Gotta love the 90s. That's from Abby Jameson. Oh my God. All right. So Cat Pat does do some coverage of the Polymega, which is cool. All right. Let's see. Madness, this is Sparta. I like that, Nintendo boy. We need more games like SSX where it's just insanity. I'm so tired of realistic simulators. Yeah, man. I was talking with a buddy from EA today about SSX. It's insane that franchise is just completely, off the radar. We don't know anything about it. I've had Steve Reckschaffner on EP. I think the last time was I had him on earlier this year in the cafe. I think I did, yes. And he he really would like to make new SSX content, and they should. And the success of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 is like the perfect thing to point at, and also the success of Burnout Paradise Remastered. They need to bring that back. They need to bring back NBA Street. What was the first revolutionary racing game? The first revolutionary racing game. Oh, man. I mean, the first one that knocked me on my butt was Enduro for the this is way before for the Atari 2600 from Activision. Wasn't a great game. It was like a never-ending game. It was supposed to be like race for as long as you can, and I raced for hours and hours and hours before I got knocked out. But they did a pretty good job at giving you the sense that you were driving into the screen on very creaky old architecture. I think virtual racing, though, was pretty important. 3D polygonal racing, and the Daytona and Burnout or Outrun. Need for Speed, massive. Great question, though. Gran Turismo changed everything for sure. Do you think Dangerous Driving 2 can recapture the classic Burnout gameplay its predecessors were aiming for? Sam I Am 111. I've talked with Alex Ward not too long ago. I'm going to have him on Vic's Basement soon. And I told him I was just floored by how fun Burnout Paradise Remastered still was. And he said, that old game, in his wonderful British accent, that game is so old. We've got something in the works that's going to make that look like a piece of junk. And so I hope to have him on the show soon. He's the guy behind Dangerous Driving 2, and he was also the lead on Burnout when he was at Criterion. Top Gear was very important. EA Sports Big needs to come back. I agree 100%. Hotshot Racing is loads of fun. I did stream a little bit of that, and I agree. It's amazing. Fantastic game. Dangerous Driving was missing a little something. I don't know what it was. Just a little bit of the presentation, just the the production polish. Like it didn't feel like it was erupting out of the screen. You know how when Burnout, especially after 3, it just felt like it was so in your face, and it was like, oh my God, this game is noisy, but I can't stop playing it. It's incredible. We need a little bit more of that from Dangerous Driving. Made me very happy to connect with him too. He's a wonderful guy. Sam I Am 111. EA could win back a lot of people by bringing back their beloved games and reminding us why we loved EA. Kerry Nolan, I am right there with you. EA gets knocked around, beaten up makes billions of dollars. But a lot of people love to hate EA, and they have, in their vault of franchises, some of my favorite games of all time, and I want them to bring some of that content back. And remember that they were a company about innovation and entertainment and, made up of really clever and passionate game makers. It'd be awesome. Honestly, like, what is EA waiting on? They did a collection for the PSP, an EA Retro collection, where they did all these 16-bit cartridge-based games on a UMD for the PSP, and it was amazing. And why don't we have that now? Why don't we have an EA collection of all the amazing stuff that they were able to develop for the Genesis and the Super Nintendo on a nice collection? That'd be amazing. I would love that. Okay, let's jump into a little Road Rash 3D, and let's see how we do with this one. Start new game. Pleasure Cabbage, I disagree. EA needs to invest in new franchises. They need to invest in games that knock our socks off, whether they're new or revisiting old franchises. Okay, I'm going to turn the music off on this because there's definitely going to be some licensed tracks in here. But they have classic stuff, and they have lots of incredible developers, so they should... Actually, I'm going to turn the audio on the game off while I'm loading this up so I don't get big flags and takedowns. Okay, so the restroom is music. Here we go. There we go. Good. Okay. All right, now I'll turn the sound back on. Okay, so we're going to go game mode, Thrash, big game, time trials. Okay, let's do it. Let's just jump right in. So Thrash is... Oh, that's nice. A Dumoto 500. Let's go. We're going to start thrashing. But not microtransactioned halfway to the told hell. To the told hell. Yes, from Taz. Microsoft going to buy EA? Oh my god. Could you guys imagine? Wow, this looks good. This looks really good. Oh! Definitely has that Need for Speed vibe, right? Oh man, I love this franchise. Here's another franchise that they're just sitting on. Oh, that just made my Wednesday. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh. Holy crap. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm all right. My bike's right here. Let's go. Oh, that was fun. Look at all these blocky dudes. Let's knock them off their bikes. Goodbye. Oh, man. I like the Road Rash, what was it, Road Redemption? That was fun. But it certainly wasn't like the highest of the high res, mind-blowing experiences. I sure would like that. I would love like a Burnout Paradise remastered caliber or better Road Rash for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I think they would, like, the investors and the news media probably not dig that so much, though. A motorcycle racing game where you're punching people off their bikes. I love the tenacity of this, though. It's just so... And the... just the outrageousness of it is just so wonderful. It's like this is the kind of... Oh! Fantasy fulfillment. Like, you can't do this. It's basically Death Race 2000 on bikes. I love it. I guess Road Redemption did it, but they're not EA, right? Like an indie team could do this. But EA's got shareholders and, where you're wantonly being chased by cops and punching them off of bike. Okay, look at that. That's some interesting. Yes, I know. I'm in your way. That's great. I love your polygon car. Okay, basically a giant triangle with wheels on it. Let's go! Is that me? Oh no, it's the cars. Okay. The cars are like, what are you doing, freak ball? Get out of the way! I'm not doing so well. But I am legit smiling and having fun, and that's what a game like Road Rash does, man. I guess Mario Kart, there's some combat option. Oh, but this is different. This is different. Like, if you went hyper real with this, there would be some, people would be freaking out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should there be a new modern Road Rash? And how do you think, the general sort of audience out there would take to a game like that? And maybe that's the reason why we haven't seen Road Rash in a long time. I'm just so happy this franchise exists. Adrian Leon, yes, there should. Brad L. Dwyer, yes, 100%. You want a helmet for Road Rash? $20. That's from Orion's Angel. Yeah, they. Ah! Oh, I felt that one. Oh my God, this is great. Road Rash Royale. Whoa. Yeah, it's weird. There are bikes in Burnout, but you can't really kick or punch the other riders in that game. You should be able to. You can knock them off, but they didn't really go Road Rash on it, did they? Ah! Get away! That's great. Oh, and I have a stick. How did I get that? I just reached over and I picked up a stick. This is, oh, there's the cop coming after me. Uh-oh! It's touchy-feely. It's pretty sensitive. Oh, I see. Oh! Okay. Oh! This is intense. I'm loving this. Oh my gosh! What an amazing franchise. Oh my God. I loved the Sega Genesis games so much. Whew! I loved playing that. That was super fun. Should I do another race? What do you guys think? I played a fair bit of Road Rash 64 as well. Looks similar to this, but not as good. Have you ever got Road Rash from a bike, Vic? Yeah, actually, that's a great question. I'm not a driver. I don't drive. I haven't needed to in Vancouver. So my wife has been the family driver, and thank you. And she's been very patient with me, but by not really thinking about driving, it's allowed me to start a business and do other things that, it's just a thing off of my plate. But I did do some dirt bike riding when I stayed with a friend up north in a town called Fraser Lake, up north in BC. And I don't know what I'm starting here. And so I got to do I'm going to do a different drive, not in Kansas. Okay, here we go. So I got to take out the bike on my own, and I felt like James Bond riding around and all kinds of stuff. And it felt incredible, but I did topple it. I did knock it over. There were 3 things that happened. So I did topple it, fell into some mud, got super dirty, but not hurt. I was kind of in the woods up there. Fraser Lake is not a big town. I was also racing around on the highway, and then to get to the house where we were staying at, you had to go down a dirt road, hence a dirt bike. And I got surrounded by a herd of cows, giant cows, and I'm a city boy, all right? I didn't know what the hell to do, but they were all around me on this little road, and there was like a gate that had to be opened. And I didn't know what to say to these cows, but the cows were massive, like 2,000-pound cows everywhere all around me, and I was really nervous. And I was like, "Can you move, cows? Can you get out of my way?" And I think somebody drove up in a pickup truck and helped me with dealing with the cows, and so they eventually did move. But that freaked me out. I was like, wheeling my bike around them, trying to get through the gate. But the other thing that happened, and this could have really ended poorly. It did end poorly, but it could have been catastrophic. My friend who owned the dirt bike was a daredevil, and he just loved to race around at top speed. And I was on the back, and we were whipping around corners and just racing like crazy. And it was his area, so he knew what he was doing. But I could tell we were going too fast, and so I was saying to him, I was yelling at him over the engine noise, "You're going too fast, you gotta slow down, especially around the corners." And he was howling because, he was making the city boy super, super scared. But he did take a corner way too fast, and I went flying. The bike did a full-on flip, and I went flying right over him. Bike went flying, everybody went flying, but I went flying over him, and like flew through the air for many feet like that. And I was wearing shorts. I had a helmet on, thank God, but I was wearing shorts, and I did a full-on flip. Like you have no control of your body. I did that, but I landed on my back right into a stinging nettle bush, into kind of like poison ivy, but this is called stinging nettle. I landed right in this bush, and it saved my life. And my buddy was just howling. He was laughing, and I was like, "Dude, I said you're going too fast." And he was basically pissing his pants because everybody was fine, everything was crazy, and I was glad I didn't die. But then I got major stinging nettle rash all up and down my bare legs because I was wearing shorts, and so I had hives everywhere, and I was just so. It was funny, but I was so angry and so. Well, let's just say I never rode with my buddy again after that. But yeah, so I do have some actual road rash stories. Yeah, you got to be careful on these bikes, man. You should never do this in real life. Race with your friends down the highway. Look at that, cops there. Am I going to jail? That could be it. Joggers getting out of the way. I'm taking off. No, they got me. They got me. Oh, man. And Vic never biked again. I did bike again, but yeah, I learned some lessons about speed and corners on that day for sure. Got to take off. Great stream as always. Gamer Freak 84. Great talking to everyone, and to you, Vic. Thanks, bud. Thanks for being here. That would have made one hell of a reviews on the road. Yeah, this was when I was like 13 or something like that. I was in early days of high school, and that was a great trip. That was a super cool trip. Okay, so that was Road Rash 3D. I am going to install that game. I'll show you guys how to do that because I'm definitely playing a little bit more of that. That was nuts. So add to my collection and install. It's as simple as this. It's actually, I think, doing a little bit of background installation as you play, so it doesn't take that long. I don't have that much storage. I think I only have like 8 gigs of storage. I haven't put in another SD card or anything like that. You can, enhance the storage. I haven't done that yet. I haven't needed to. But I'm going to stick it on the internal storage, and you can have it install in the background. So we will let this do that, and it will. I've only got. It's been installing a little bit in the background, but I guess it flushes the cache or something when you take the game out. So now. Cobra Kai is incredible. Blade Blur, amazing game, amazing show. Now, once this is installed, I'll pop it out and I'll show you that you can. You don't need the disc. Oh, I canceled it. Oh, sorry guys. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Install in background. Okay, 91%. Okay, so it's still kind of in the cache there. I can't understand why EA doesn't want to bring back Road Rash. Arcade racers never go out of style. You're absolutely right, Christopher Huggins. Vic, I started Cobra Kai. Okay, I thought I just read that. That would have made one hell of a review on the road. Raw Thrills could do what they did with Hydro Thunder and make another H2O Overdrive. Yeah, Raw Thrills arcade game based on Road Rash. That would be amazing. Is your Twitch reflex what it once used to be, Tommy Bakic? I'll tell you something. I've always been okay at video games, but I never, and I've said this a lot, I've never really stayed with a game to get like super excellent, unless I totally obsess over something like Wave Race or Wipeout or Mario Kart, and then I'll just kind of get really good. But my whole life in games, I've always been like into a lot of games. I used to have all the machines way before EP, and I would spend like $300 a month on games for all of these different platforms. That's what I spent my money on. I mean, that's what my history was. That's what led to launching Electric Playground. And so I never stuck with them to the point where I would obsess and get fantastic at them. And I think that's kind of kept me sort of in the mid-range all the way along. And I'm fine with that. You know, when I play online, and if I kind of come in the middle in a shooter or something, it's like, okay, that's fine. It's great when I do better than that. Sucks when I do worse. But I've never been so hyper-competitive that I really freak out about it, mostly because I have a lot of other games that keep me preoccupied. So because of that, I haven't really noticed a slowdown. I did notice playing Mario 64 that the way that they handled the camera on that was just so weird to go back to. You know, like it's just so, like, it's second nature now to use the right analog thumbstick to move the camera around and stuff. So there's disciplines that you learn over time, and even jumping from machine to machine. I don't know if you guys discover this, but you know, you play on Switch for a while, you get obsessed with a game or two, and then you jump onto the Xbox One or something like that, and you're pressing the wrong buttons because it's the A button to you know, confirm on Switch, and that's the button to back out when you're on PlayStation or Xbox. So that kind of thing happens. Yeah, I honestly, I play games to have fun and to just have the experience, and it's never really been about like that super competitive drive. Certainly there's been periods in my life where I've gotten really obsessed about doing well in Tekken against a buddy at work or something. But yeah, I don't really notice that much of a difference in terms of the way and how I play a lot of these games. But I'm also not measuring that, you know, to the biggest degree either. I play games on easy or normal. I have no shame at not being the best. Wilden, you know, honestly, I think it's a pretty good philosophy to have, is just have fun with this stuff. That's why they were created, and games can sure bring up a lot of hard emotions in us, you know, that may not be the most pleasant for the people around us, or yourself. And I think it's healthy to kind of remember that these things were engineered for escapism and for enjoyment, you know. And competition is in there too, for sure. And I really feel, though, for those people that, like, they get so hardcore on one game and they stay and they play and they play and they play and they play, and they're so proficient at, like, moving the cursor over a millimeter or I don't even know, a nanometer or whatever, so they can get their KDs up, and that's what they live for. That's some work, man. That is some commitment, and there are lots of pros out there that do that, and that kind of thinking around games has never really appealed to me, but I absolutely respect the people that get that hardcore about all that stuff. Okay, so I have now installed Road Rash, and I can eject the disc, so it will come out. The eject button doesn't work, as we've discovered on this. Yeah, Blade Blur is a tester at Games for Bob, Toys for Bob, and so he's been working on Crash 4, and so what he's got to do is break the game, right? Like, find out every different way that a player could destroy this experience, and test it and tweak it and give those reports back, and that is hard work. That is you're basically thinking outside the box. Like, what if I approached it from this angle? What if I did this? And I know there's costumes and things like that in that game, so probably every scenario requires you to be approaching it with a different look or a different play style. If you press all the buttons at the same time, and if you eject the disc and turn it on, like there's all these different ways that you can play these games. Hi, Vic. Hook up your original PS1 controller to Polymega, maybe with a PS1 USB adapter. I don't know. Kill Pain 8787, but I will ask when I have Brian Burnell on Vic's Basement, and I'm hoping to make that a live show, and I'll let you guys know when that happens. He's the guy that came up with the idea for this console. That will be one of the questions that gets asked. I did ask about the what's that company? 8-Bit Dough controllers, because I've got a bunch of those, and they're pretty solid retro controllers. And they currently don't work with those controllers. They work with Retrobit controllers, though. I went out for a bit to get some quarters for laundry. I was hoping you were still live when I got back. Wilden. Yeah, so this is a big project, this Polymega discussion. There's lots to talk about here. So we're going to throw in Road Rash, which I have installed onto the hard drive. The disc, just to show you guys, is right there. So I took it out of the machine, and we're going to play the game as if it's if the disc is in there. Chaos testing was probably the most fun testing. Other testing methods, not so much. Okay. Retrobit Saturn controller is amazing, Vic. I thought I bought one of those Blade Blur, but I actually bought a Retrobit original Saturn controller, which I have absolutely no use for. So I had to send it back. And I haven't bought another Retrobit USB controller for this. I'm just using the pack-in Polymega controller, which is fine. It's a good controller. All right, let's do Road Rash. Reminds me of playing, I think, the original one on my dad's Atari Jaguar when I was growing up. That's awesome, Starlawn. Scavenger 450, that looks cool. Not in Kansas. Grandma's house. Let's do Grandma's house. Sure. Let's do it. Start thrashing. The wireless one is fantastic. Good to know. Good to know. Dark Ram 13. The games start to install the minute you stick them into the disk drive. So if you decide that you want to install it onto a hard drive, it's very quick because it's already started to pop it into the cache, I'm assuming. But if you just pop in a CD-ROM and instantly say install it onto the hard drive, it takes a little bit longer. But then you can play it. You can do it in the background, and you can play some other games while that's happening. Okay, I'm not very good at this. I'm sure Retrobit will do that. Oh, I'm really curious to see what the take-up is going to be on the Polymega. I feel like there's a lot of people like myself that have big libraries that don't want to get into the downloading emulator emulators and building their own little mini emulation machine, and which is cool. I mean, there's lots of people that do love that, and all power to them. But I think there's lots of folks that actually have the original software and just want an easy way to use it, and that's what Polymega does. And you can patch it. You can do some stuff like there is some granular kind of management of the stuff that you can do to make the Polymega kind of keep up with some of those emulation boxes and programs that are out there, for sure. But I don't think I would even do that. I would just sort of like run it the way it is, pre-baked. Okay, here we go. Oh! Awesome. This game is great. some of these games, I was talking about this a bit earlier on the stream. Some of these games are just so much better in hindsight. You know, like it's just so fun to go back and to see, you know, what was attempted. And when these things first came out, there was a lot of movement and lots of different competitive titles and lots of advancements in technology. And your vision on the long-term value on the experience is kind of contained by what you can see in your periphery, you know, and what you can see at that moment. So you don't really know if you're still going to dig this thing 10, 15, 20 years later when you go back to it. And it's amazing how many old games I've really just loved playing now. And I would have never called that back then. This is one of them. Wow. I wonder if I can play this with analog. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to switch to analog. Let's see if that makes a difference. Great game design stands the test of time, Abby. You know this. Okay. No. It's digital only. Okay. I have found a few that work with analog. I don't know when this came out. Oh. Has the stream been freezing at all, or has it been pretty solid all the way along? Yeah, you almost have to put yourself into a certain mindset to sit down and enjoy them. That's from Magatech Body. Dry Bones Jones says art, music, and gaming. Same with Cold Fear on PlayStation 2. Man, Road Rash brings back the memories. Yes, it does. Running good for me. Suburban Sensei, great. The lack of fluff in a lot of older games is a nice change of pace. I love modern games, but sometimes you want to get right to the action 100%. Did it come out in 1998? Stream going good. Okay, great. Let's exit, and this will tell me 1998. Road Rash is a video game racing developed by Electronic Arts exclusively for the PlayStation. The game follows the typical Road Rash formula and featured licensed music from Sugar Ray, Kid Rock, CIV, The Mermen, Full on the Mouth, and The Tea Party. Sugar Ray contributed 3 songs. Okay. That is super fun. Okay. I think I'm almost done on the stream, but I'm going to show you the whole collection. If there is one game that you guys want me to check out, let me know, okay? So, can I... Let's see. So I have all of these. How much is the Polymega? Polymega is $400 US for the base unit, which plays Sega CD, PlayStation, Saturn, Neo Geo CD, and TurboGrafx CD. And then you can get modules, which I think are about $80 US, and pop them on, and then you can play Genesis cartridges, Super Nintendo cartridges. Tomba's in the back. I'm not going to go get that. So something that's already in something that's already installed on the machine here. Do you guys want me to play a little Knights? No Dreamcast. No, I would love that. I don't have Guardian Heroes. I think I have it, but I don't have it here. I do have Marvel vs. Capcom. That's the PlayStation game. You vote for Saturn, Turtle Fuzzle. I got a nice super chat from Turtle Fuzzle, so we're going to do Sega Saturn Knights. Let's do it. All right, here we go. So this is right off the hard drive. I installed it off of my disk, and here we go. I don't think I've even checked this out yet. And it had... oh, no, this was the Saturn game, so it should be pretty straightforward in terms of controls. Jump right in. Knights is good. Megatech. MVC, your favorite teams, and for MVC2. I don't know what you mean there. Oz 1812. Okay. Knights is most definitely analog. Yes, it should be totally fine, right? New game. Sure. Elliot or Claris? Let's go Claris. All right. Haven't seen this game for so long. Buck Norris, yes you can. There's a hard drive built into the Polymega, and then you can also put in external storage as well. So you can install all your games, all your cartridges and CDs that the machine will run. Okay, let's put the analog controls. Oh, it restarts the whole thing. Interesting. It may not work. Speaking of Knights, what are your thoughts on the Yuji Naka game, Balan Wonderworld? It looks it looks lovely, Sam I Am 111. It looks very optimistic and colorful and cartoony, and we need some good news. We need things that are a little sugar coated. I don't think there's anything wrong with that right now. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the analog's working. I remember being obsessed with Sega Saturn as a kid. Every time I went to the Toys R Us and played the demo console. Never got to own one, sadly. Okay, here we go. I honestly cannot remember how to play this game, so bear with me. Oh, cool. Question, am I the only YouTuber on the platform streaming Knights from Sega Saturn right now? I'm noticing a couple of hiccups with the sound, with the music. Which is all installed right to the, oh, this is cool. Right, it's kind of taking that Sega Genesis or the Sonic the Hedgehog kind of level design, but letting you fly everywhere. That's right. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing some hiccups with the music. And I would hazard to guess that that's stuff that they look at internally and then they try to patch it to make things run better, and they keep optimizing stuff. I can't imagine. I mean, Blade Blur, talk about the amount of testing that these guys have to do. Crazy. Megatech Body says he's not even going to bother searching, but I probably am. Okay. I mean, that is one of the big joys about this machine, and I know that the Polymega folks know that about me, is that I am so appreciative of the fact that I can just plug this in and start streaming this classic content and share it with you. It's amazing. Like, in terms of a device for easy, you know, content creation and interesting things to talk about, this is a pretty amazing platform. I need to figure out something with OBS here where I can take some classic segments. Maybe that's what I'll do. Give you guys a like always. I'm doing a production meeting while I stream, but maybe I'll put some classic EP segments of games that we did some stories on. Load them up onto the system. We can watch some classic segments together, and then we'll stream some of these classic games. And then I'll next level it, and I'll reach out to some of the people that we used to interview, see if we can't bring some of those folks on the show. Yeah, all in real time. What a world. Yeah, I'll put my head around that. That could be super fun. Oh, this is lovely, man. This is really cool. I don't know quite what I'm doing or all the secrets are. It's been ages since I've played this game. Literally decades. Oh! I lost my knight suit. I don't remember all the intricacies. If did I lose the flying ability because of time, or did I get hit too many times? Oh, there's a nightmare or something chasing after me. Okay. So an interesting way that they worked out 3D navigation here, right? So most of it is 2D. There we go. Okay. Oh no, it's a bad guy. And I don't want to touch that. Okay. Oh, but where do I want to go? Do I want to go in here? I don't want to get hit by this flying egg clock thing, right? Okay. Was that what I was supposed to do? What does this do? Whoa! Okay, here. I'm back to knights. All right. 3 mare. Ooh. This is cool. I mean, I guess the future for a device like this is something that instantly works as a remaster. Like you stick in old software and it instantly upconverts everything, or makes everything, like all the polygons super sharp, or there's no more pop-in or whatever. Like what kind of what the Xbox One X has been doing with classic Xbox games. I guess that might be Polymega 2 or something. Or if Xbox really does buy Sega and says, hey, you know what? All those Sega CD and Dreamcast and Saturn games that you have, they'll run on a Series X. Imagine that. Oh my god. That would be an atom bomb of news. This is cool. It's very hypnotic. Oh, time is up. Okay, so it's time based, and now I'm gonna become the girl. Okay. And I lose all of my my glowing orbs of goodness. Okay. This is cool. Oh! Get up! Get up, Claris! Get up! Oh, okay. Night's over. All right, that's a good one to end on right there. That was super fun. So Polymega is pretty damn rad. I certainly am enjoying it, and I will definitely stream some more classic stuff. I'll figure that out. You know, watch this space. Follow me on Twitter, because I usually tweet out when I'm going to go live. I don't really have like a set schedule plotted out yet, but tons and tons of content's coming. So that'll mean lots of reviews, interviews, some streams, and some news-type discussions as well. Okay, so I'll keep making the material as long as you guys promise to keep watching. How's that sound? Does that sound all right? Thanks for being here, Graham Coombe and Evil One and Megatech Body and Hip Hop Dan and Hi There and Mike Bouchard and Abby Jameson and all of you guys, everybody that showed up today. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for all your support. We will see you soon. And until then, play forever.